Hey guys, after a few days of intense testing and development, Worm Kelp 1.0 is finally finished, guys. So let's do a quick run through. Okay, so this was the beta version here, and I just want to show this first to kind of show just the progress we made and just kind of the idea behind the system. So the most difficult part, guys, was trying to make a four-speed kelp system, was getting the bone meal distro right. So the original idea was to have it so that when this runs out, it would just craft more, and we just hop it in. But now, the issue with that, this will run great for literally hours, right? So I ran this for a couple hours, and what would happen is, guys, after a while, when this started to run out, the cache and the new bone meal is being introduced, this was not being distributed fast enough to keep up with it. And after a few hours, it went from 925,000 per hour to like 670 to 700,000. So I mean, it just dramatically cut it down. Because what would happen is you'd get 3 out of the 4 after a while, because the distro wasn't fast enough. So I went back to the drawing board on it, and I'm glad I did. And I went back to another idea I had. This was my original idea, actually. It was to put 2 crafters. So we went back to that logic, and it pays off. So this time we just split the bones, so we don't have to worry about a fast speed, because the distro is compressed bone. So we just have regular hoppers. And then now, it crafts in there. But, one caveat, guys. This will leave 1 extra bone meal, like every few rounds. So after a couple hours, what will happen with this one is this will back up, and then this will back up, and then this will back up, and this could start shooting items everywhere. But how we prevent that is how we do the actual distro. We use 1. So when this is empty, it creates more. So when this backs up, and this starts to fill, it just seizes the crafting system until this all gets used up, and it will get back to an equilibrium on its own. So it was a really smart way for me to solve that issue. And you know that's not something you come up with right away. You know, all these little systems took some time to really compact and get down to something this simple, guys. But this is what we do. This is for the droppers. This is double speed. We have the double speed observer clocks. Driving these droppers. And then we have just a line for the crafting. So like I showed you before, when this needs, it'll toggle that comparator and craft more on both sides. So that's how we're getting the bones in. So as of now, we're just using a basic distro like this. But you can run water line. I would use throttle loaders. I would put choker boxes and throttle them, so you only use 1 slot. And I would just use water to distro around. But I left it up to you guys. And I put a lot of time into making this fit inside a chunk for you guys. I know a lot of people play on SMPs, and a lot of them have funny optimizations, and I wanted to eliminate any problems when it comes to chunk lines. So I tried really hard to make it all fit in the chunk, and we accomplished it, guys, clock and all. So everything is confined within this one system, just like that. That system right there. And then all the kelp does this lossless thing. This guy's taking his time, but he will eventually go. They all go. And there you go, guys. The rates are 926,000 per hour. Let's do a counter reset real quick. Yeah, it's not a million, guys. I wish it was. Oh, we have 2 running, guys. We have the other one running as well. Let's reset the counter. And let's sprint it. $9.35. It's going to average out about $9.25 to $9.26 per hour, guys. At the end of it, though, after a few hours. So 925,000 per hour. And you could stack these, guys. Don't forget, you could rip off this roof, and you could stack multiple modules on top of each other, or you could build them next to each other. You could use the same clock here for another one this way. You could unify a clock. But I plan to make a whole bunch of Kelp systems, so if I make any large systems, I'll probably grab the schematics for those. So just make sure you keep checking in on my YouTube channel once in a while, and yeah, take it easy on yourselves, guys.